Hey folks, welcome to Opals NZ. Hope you're all having a great week. Today we have a couple of pieces of Mintabie opal to cut. So let's have a closer look. So these are our two pieces. This one's about 4 carats, just over 4 carats, and this one's 2 carats. It's dark base Mintabie, and this came from a parcel that cost me $200. And there's probably these are probably the 2 best pieces out of it. So I'm hoping to get about that out of them. The smaller pieces actually looks quite promising from the side, which is typical Mintabie. You can see it's not showing much from the top on that side. And I suspect you can see that good colour underneath is wedging. So hopefully we get a little stone out of there that will hopefully face quite nicely. There's actually a really bright but very thin bar on the very top, and then a bit of a watery bar underneath. So I'll be going super careful on this to maybe just try and face that very thin bar, because it looks like it will probably be the money bar potentially. And this one is looking a little bit cracked, but I can't see any fractures, any obvious fractures in it. So hopefully it doesn't have any fractures. I'm not sure what side to face it from. I can see it facing a little bit from that side, but I suspect this will be maybe a fairly dull stone, but we shall see. Right, let's start with the bigger piece. We're on the 600 wheel. Yeah, that green flash there is the best looking sort of bit from the side. There's a bit of a flash there as well. Might just clean that off. Actually, it's starting to show through there a little bit. Nothing really on that side. There's a crack through there as well. That's about as good as it's going to get, I think. Not great at all. Right. This piece. See if we can get a stone out of here. So that colour bar, you can see it wedges. So I'll take this excess off first. Very thin bar on the top. You may be able to get a stone out of it, maybe. brighter bar on the top. It's quite mossy, and it's so thin, and it's peters out about halfway across the stone. You can actually see some nice sort of flagstone pattern in there. Yeah, that's that bar. Let's go through that bar and into the next one, see what happens. Well, there we have it. Two absolute duds. Well, that's absolutely dismal. That was absolutely dismal. And Mintabie has disappointed me. So well, actually, this is the rest of that Mintabie parcel, but I'm giving up on it right now, and instead I'm going back to good old Lightning Ridge. And if you remember this parcel of cutter's scraps, this is one I gave away some ages ago. Let's cut some of this, eh? So these are the pieces I've picked out. Let's have a little rough out session for a change. So these are some Lightning Ridge cutter's scraps. So let's see if we can cut ourselves something that's not scraps. Let's do it. Let's start with this bit. So this is a bit of crystal. It looks quite bright. Let's see if we get a clean stone. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the thing about this parcel is I only get tiny little stones, but they can be bright. Little bright half caraters, little pointers. Seeing something sitting there, that's for sure. Alright, so there's a bit of grey potch on the back. We'll leave that there for now. Take the top off. Whoa! Alrighty, that's better. Nice. That's really nice. Maybe it's just because I've been looking at Mintabie, it looks nice to me. Not that there's anything wrong with Mintabie. It just has its moments. That's looking alright, but I'll probably there's sand there, so I probably need to just come in a bit. Not worth slicing off. And that sand there. It thickens up a bit. Might be able to make the stone a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's going to slice it off, but I'll just grind it off. Don't want to muck around with tiny pieces. And that's actually quite nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those out. Without getting too thin. So I will slice it, I think. I'll decide later. Let's move on to the next bit. That looks pretty nice though, eh? Alright, next. Let's do this big bit. Move on to the 300 wheel. So I'm hoping there's a stone under there. Ugh, sand off. Right, we should be able to see what we're doing. Very swirly. Not much going on under there. That little bit there looks like the best colour so far. And that there. I'll just keep coming in. They're going to join up. Maybe. Going to take this point in. I mean, there's colour there, but it's all just swirly, potchy, nothing really. Oh, there we go. Let's take the top off. So I'm going to go for that bar, which curves up there. Let's see what we can do. Whoa! That. So that bar there, Even a bit of red there, but that's very watery. We may have a stone there. We're lucky. No. Oh, maybe. Out of that massive piece, I'm going to end up with like a little teeny tiny half carat stone. Not even a stone, it's going to be a potchy thing anyway, but there you go. Well, that's what we got out of that giant piece. Yeah, I'll stop there. So might be able to get it a little bit cleaner. That's okay. That'd be a $40 stone or something maybe. Tell you what though, before I started filming, I was cutting some of this stuff out of that bowl there, and look at what I cut there. It's probably almost a carat. Bloody amazing, isn't it? So you never know. Should have been filming that piece. Yeah, I think it's just swirly, but see if we can join that up with that. Oh no, I don't think that's going to happen. Take this off. There we go. So it goes around there, does it? Hopefully. So we might have a little bubble of colour in here, which would be good if it is. Alright, we got sand. I don't know what's going on here. It's all over the place. Oh, it does go under there. Okay, let's take that off then. Ooh. It's promising. Let's see how far. Maybe it goes under over here as well. No. bad. Got a stone there. I'm thinking I could slice that off. Actually, yeah, I wanted to do that. Everyone likes a good slice, don't they? Alright, now back to the 600 wheel. So the slice was pretty much on the money. This is not really much of a stone to write home about, just a little mossy, potchy green stone, but better than nothing. Actually, look at that, it is cleaning up. It's quite, still got potch, but it's got some nice colour. Yeah, that's alright. And the other half that I sliced off, it's got some amazing colour in there, but it's just all over the show. Completely swirly with the potch. I reckon maybe we'll go for a face there. It's potchy as, but it's got some nice colour. Okay, this one. Had enough of these swirly bars. Can't we just have a straight colour bar for a change? Looks like we got one going up like that and one going across. Got black potch though. My prediction is we'll get a stone probably there. Take the top off this side. And that potch there's going in, but does it? Actually, this might be alright. Let's take the top off. Here we go. Yeah, I knew that potch would come in there. Nice bright colour sitting under there. Whoa, steady on. I went through the colour into the black, but you can see how bright that colour gets next to the potch. I think I need to be very, yeah, see it's that super razor thin bar there, razor thin. And I've got this sand to try and get out, so don't fancy my chances here. Look at the back. What's on the back? Colour. And sand. mossy colour. If I could get that sand out of the middle, I would be very happy. I fear that I won't, without losing the colour. It's coming out. Some of it's coming out. Smaller. And if I can get all that potch out, I'll have no stone left if I do. Another okay stone with potch in the face. Right, now this last bit, oh this bit, now here we go. Look at that black centre and the colour around it. It's going to be small. Okay, so that's good. Oh, that's a different bar. So it looks like our best bet is to go for this bar up here rather than the one on the bottom, because that one on the bottom peters out, whereas this one on the top looks like it goes most of the way around. Right, let's take the top off. Big black blob in the middle. Oh man. Let's try taking the back off. Huh. The back's actually not bad. Wow. Relatively speaking. Neither side is clean, but that side or that side? No, let's put that one down. Alright, powering through. Just smash out as much of this bowl as I can. Let's jump on the rough wheel, get things happening a bit quicker. So we've got a little blob of colour there, so I could almost definitely get probably a 0.3 of a carat stone there, which is probably what will end up happening. Oh, black potch. We like black potch. See if there's any more colour hiding around the edges. I doubt it very much, but you never know. Oh, bugger. Had a crack in it. Making my teeny tiny stone even smaller. That's quite a cool little stone though. Shouldn't really be doing this on the 300 wheel, it's so small now. There you go. I'll finish that on the dot stick. That's pretty cool actually. Alright, lucky last piece. And I was looking at this going, oh yeah, some straight bars, and then I went, ooh, what have we here? Saw some red, and it looks like a straight bar. Question is how far does it go in? But that could be good. Oh, it looks like it goes around the corner there. Come on, baby, show me the red. There's actually a little bit of orange up in that sand. Nice if that pot started going black any minute now. Oh, sort of. We could possibly have something here. Look at that. I see red, and I see it going all the way to that little pointy end. Come on, be straight. I'm not really too worried about those other bars. Focused on this red bar, which looks pretty good there, but I don't think it's going to really go in very far. Sort of milky. Oh. Colour on the edge there. Alright, let's take the top off. Come on, baby. You can do it! Looking a bit cloudy. Let's go to the finer wheel. Come on, you can clean up. There's a big blob right there. Dang it. So thin. Yeah. Losing the bar. We're not a carat anymore. What do you know? It's probably going to cut a half-carat stone. Who would have thought? Try and get get the last of that cloud out. Without losing colour. Right, I'm going to have to stop it there. I'll do the rest on the dopstick. Do a little freeform. Alright, there we have it folks. The last piece. This is just a rub-out session video for a change. So I'll show you these polished up. So what do we got here? We have some stones. There's that little awesome one. And some little potchies. So that's the last one, and you've seen that one already. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. So that'd probably be, but it'd probably end up being, yeah, maybe 0.7, something like that. Pretty happy with that. Then we had this little guy, which will be very small, but yeah, pretty cool, that one. Yeah. Little picture stones, not bad. That one's a beautiful crystal. Wow, it's got a grey backing, but I could probably turn it into a pure crystal. Not sure if I'm going to cut it in half yet, probably will. And then that one, which is just, don't know, a failure. And these two, which I sliced a piece in half to get a couple picture stones. So I'll show you those all polished up next week. These are the original Mintabie pieces, which we're not talking about these. These are what's in the video thumbnail. So yeah. So yeah, that was something a bit different. It was a bit last minute. I had those Mintabie pieces and was just going to do my normal old cut and polish, but they really aren't even worth polishing, I don't think. So I'll probably revisit them again, and maybe I'll polish them when I feel a bit better about things. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Just roughing out some of that beginner's parcel that cutter's scraps parcel that I got, that I featured in a video a wee way back now. And yeah, it's pretty nice little stones in there. They're small, but they're bright. So yeah, let me know what you think of the rough out video. Also, I want to do a live, so leave a comment if you are keen on seeing a live. And I don't know what day I'll do it. Probably in the weekend makes the most sense. But yeah, flick me comments if you're keen, and we'll get it sorted. Awesome. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.